Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Learner and my name is Teza. Creative Learner is a great place to learn tips and tricks for Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects. Lately I've been sharing for it. So today also will be how to create the app UI UX that you want to show some animation. So that will be how easy to create. So let's take a look what we are going to create in this video. So as you can see on my screen, so that will be simple, like we have some like a background animation thing, and then after that we will load it, and then loading animation, and then there will be at the end we have some photo slideshow. So that will be combining with the Illustrator and After Effects. So I have shared a few tutorials how you can easily build things in Illustrator and how efficient to like import it back to After Effects. So let's get into Illustrator and then let's get started. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, so I prepare everything in Illustrator. So hopefully you will remember the iPhone app, the UI that I did like one tutorial for Illustrator. So I pull up the iPhone from it. So that will be the frame, but including the inside of all the element, I remove it. So the thing that what you need to do is if you are following that tutorial, so you need to expand it. So if you select your iPhone and then after that go to object and then make it expand, so that will be expanding everything. So meaning you will be separating all the layer. Let's say I have this one is not in one shape, so everything is like ungrouping everything so that I have it. And then after that I prepare like let's take a look one by one of the layer. So I will like close everything. So let me open it, the frame. That one, what I said is expanding the object and prepare your frame like that. So if you don't want it, you can remove it. That is from the like iPhone tutorial that I did for Illustrator. So after that I have this white screen. So my idea will be some like a slideshow app. So when you launch it, you have some white screen, and then after that you will see is some loading here. So if you do not know how to some simple like using the trim path in After Effects, so that I'm showing you today. So and then after that I will be counting from 0 to 100. So that will be some loading animation will be included. So I already draw the you can create in After Effects, that is easy, but I want to show you that if things are complicated in drawing, so you will be better to build all the element in Illustrator like me. So now we have everything is drawn. So that is a very simple. I took a one circle thing here. So after that I can simply click and drag, so that I can easily build the circle loading thing here. So after that I have this, I will remove it, and then I have when the loading is complete, there will be a one blue flash screen appear. So after that I will still have some loading again, because I want to show you the animation process how I can easily do. So that's why I put it one more loading here. So that will be 3 bubble loading. So after that I will have just now I show you that the photo slide at the end. So that will also not like the usual thing. I will show you some like a trick for that as well. So okay, so now I prepare the file, everything in it like that. So you will have some like a document in yellow background or whatever background you want it. So prepare it, and then one thing you need to know and you must do is the separating all the element in one by one layer. So you can see that I name it everything here. So BG, so that will be background yellow, but on separate layer, so that I can import all the layer into After Effects. Then I can easily animate them. If not, if you import it in one layer, that will not be we cannot animate it. So there is a tip for that. So you must separate every layer. So I separate it. So after that we are ready. You save the file. So I have already saved it. I will close this file, or even I can keep it open. So I already save it. So after that, go back to your After Effects. So launch it. Okay, now you have launched your After Effects. So what you need to do is you must know where you save the file. So go to your Explorer or Finder. So I prepare, I'm showing the like using the Mac. So I will locate my file. Simply you can click and drag into your After Effects, but make sure to the project panel. So after that you can release your mouse so that you will appear like that. You choose the composition and the document size, click OK, like so. So after that, now we are ready importing everything to After Effects, but you have to double click on it. So go to composition. That is what we need in After Effects to animate. So click on that composition, the layer here. So you double click it. So now we open all the layer I prepare in the Illustrator. So that's why I told you here, you can see that background, everything is layer by layer. If you you have not prepared in Illustrator just one layer, that will be, you will see only one layer here. So everything is like you are flattening everything, so we can animate that. So make sure that you keep it individual layer so that you can import it to After Effects. So now we are ready it. So I will be so there we have this eye, so you can shut it off. So I will close it, everything. So I have this frame and the background, but just now we will have some animation for background as well. So I will start from the background. So for the background, I said that building things in Illustrator, but I want to show you some like a tip for pen tool also, so that you know how to use the pen tool in After Effects as well. So to animate this one, I don't want like a simple sliding or like scaling thing. I want to show you some like ripple effect, or some you want to know some custom effects in After Effects. So I will start drawing one simple shape like that. So that will be starting from here. So we will have this. You take your pen tool and then just start, like you click it. After that, it's the same thing using in Illustrator because it's Adobe software. So in Photoshop, in Illustrator, everything is the same. So now you just simple, no need to be perfect. So just do like that, like so. So after that, in my thinking is that just some like those ripple effect or some like a watering effect. So that will be draw like that. So after that, I will have this. Open the arrow here. So that is your on shape layer. Open. Click your arrow here. So you click it, you will open it, and then after that, open it again on the content and on shape. So now you can see that we have two shape. Actually, shouldn't be a two shape. I will delete everything back. Let me do it again. Actually, that one should be only one layer. So take your pen tool and then make sure you click one and then just draw again, just like that. And then after that, we can take it like that. And then I will close the path here just like that. Should be only one shape. Open it up again. So content. Now we have this one shape only. Make sure that you have a one shape. So after that, open the path as well. So what I will start is on the path stopwatch, click on it. So taking the one keyframe first, so that will be our beginning. So after that, you can increase, whatever distance you want. So I will start with the 1 second. So my point is some ripple effect, some cartoon effects. So I will move it to the 1 second. So after that, you can, make sure you click on the path, the stopwatch here, so that you have the third path is already selected. So use your move tool and then you can click and drag any point here. So after that, you can slowly move it like that. So that will be some like a cartoon watering effects that transition to our background. So just like that. So that will come in just this way, and then slowly move it to the 2 seconds, and then it will depend on you how you want the transition to happen. So that you can simply after you play it back, you can adjust it back. So I will keep it this one like that, and then maybe to the 3 second, I will move it maybe to the half. So and then that will be filling half like that, like so. So and then I have this thing. Maybe what if we make it this way, so that some like a cartoon water effect. So here on the 4 seconds, I will be like completing my transition here. So what if we complete it just like that? So I will put it this way. So after that, we can adjust it back. So keep it first thing, let's keep it for the first time like that. So let's play it back. So space bar on your keyboard. So that will be playing back your transition. Now you can see that some like cartoon ripple effects is happening. So now you can see that it is too slow. So, but I said like if you want it fast, you can do many ways, but the easiest way is you get squeeze it your keyframe, meaning closer to each other, so that will be like getting faster. So meaning you are like putting all the keyframe in within the 1 second. So let's play it back. So now you can see that we have it, this animation few. So we got it few. So that will be our animation. So now we have the ripple effects. So it will depend on you, but this is the idea and the concept. So I will keep like that. I will not be editing much, so that I have I want to cover everything in this tutorial. So, and then after that, this one is, actually this is not our background. The background is a yellow color. So in After Effects, what I can do is I have already set up my animation, bring it to the top, must be next top to your background. Just like that. You can put it top like that here, in between that there's other layer is involved. You can do it. So make sure you put it on the very top of the background color, and then go to background layer, and on trademark you can, if you don't see the trademark, you can click on this icon here, so that will be appearing. So go to trademark. What we have is we can select the alphabet. So what it does is the background layer will be appear whenever my shape layer is have a transition. So if I play it back, let's see it. So now everything is gone, and then after that, let me play it back. So when the just now the animation, that what I did, the shape layer have the information, so the background is clipping on it. So that is how alphabet is working. So now we have this animation started. So background is already moving it. If you want it, change the animation, you can go to background. You have to go back to your shape layer, press U key. You can simply, what if we want it first, like start with the very, even we can use the the easy ease. So if you want easy ease, press F9. So we can use that, and then make sure some are really fast, and then slow it down. So after that, I will be some like a finishing fast. So let's play it back again. So just like that, if you want it, or what if you try to squeeze it everything again. Let me play it back. So that is somehow like that. But if you don't want it, it depends on you. I will put it back. So just like that, let's see. I think that one is much better. So I will keep it like that, so you can play around. After that, the next step is we have to animate the loading icon. So I will open, you can click on the eye, this box here, so that the frame appear again. So, and then we will have a white screen here. The white screen will be, we have this loading thing. When the background is started, we will have some loading thing in here. So what I will do is open the loading icon here. So that will be our like a loading circle. But the thing is that I can simply draw using the tool in After Effects, just now I said, but I did in Illustrator. But the good thing is whatever you build in Illustrator, so I can easily right click it, meaning I have this vector thing. So create, and then create shapes from vector layer. So meaning I have done the drawing in Illustrator, so I can click it. So now we have converted that same shape from Illustrator to After Effects. So I can delete the loading layer here now. So when you open it, the layer content, and then what you will see is you have this two path as well. So same thing, I can delete it one, because that is some illustrators should be keeping one path, but if you have this extra path, you can delete it, because we don't need two paths, we just need one stroke only. When you delete it, you will see that automatically it fill it up. So it doesn't matter. What I can do is go to add menu, and then I can add simply like here we have this stroke. So when I add this stroke, and then I can bring it up as well. So you can fill, you don't want it, you can this one, the eye, you can close it, so that we have a one stroke here. If the color you want it, the blue color, if you don't know it, you can open it back the fill layer, so that we can sample the color, and then go back to your stroke color, and then you sample using the eyedropper to sample the color, and then press OK. And then now we have the stroke color, so I don't need the fill color. So just like that, you shut it off the fill color, and now we have this stroke. And then if you want it to take, we can put it anything, but let me put it, what if we put it 5? I think that is same as in Illustrator. I think maybe 8. Yeah, I think, what if 10? So yeah, I think I will key in 10. So now we are ready with the stroke. So what I can do is same thing, go to this add menu, and then after that add this trim paths. So from the menu, click on the trim paths like so. So open the trim paths. Very easy. In trim path we can start taking the end keyframe here. So just click on it, you will have a one stopwatch, and then move it to 1 second for now, and then you can decrease everything. For the just now I took it 100%, so make sure you go all the way to 0, and then you move your indicator to 1 second, and then increase your percentage here, so 100%. So now let me play back, so the animation, but you can see that the loading is going the other way. So how to correct the thing is it's very simple. Here we have this arrow, so there is a path direction, so I can reverse it. So if you are in this way, you can click on the other way, so that when we play back, that will be right direction for us. So that is how easy to do the loading, like a tracking thing circle in After Effects. So the circle is done. So after that I will continue with the 100. So for the 100, this one is we type it in Illustrator. So what we need to do is the simple UI is, of course, you might be saying that everything I can build in After Effects, but if things complicated, I said that will be easier in Illustrator. So but sometimes you need to convert it to After Effects to use it. Just now I show you like a trim paths, or now I will be showing counting thing. So what I need to do is you need to retype the 100% here. So just take your type tool, take the cursor. When you have the cursor, just key in like 100, and then you can continue to the percentage. Because we are counting using the mat dot round, so that I need 2 layers. So what I will do is I will take the one more layer. Now I have this type layer already, so I can take that will be my this thing. Alignment also is more important. So what I will do is for 100, go back to your the font or the size, whatever you want, you can change here, character panel, but I have already set up, so I like it. In paragraph, make sure that for the 100 we will start with the 0, so make sure you take the right alignment, so that that will be coming from the right. So and then after that you duplicate the layer, one more layer, that will be text layer, and you move it to the left, and then that will be my alignment should be left alignment. So you take it like that, and then after that you get it closer, and then you can key in using the type 2, so that will be our percentage. So the reason I separate is we are counting only 100, not the percentage thing, so that's why we need the 2 separate layer here. So I have this one done, and then after that I like it, I can simply select the layer, both of it, and then use your move tool, and then move to the let me draw it back. So move to your this what we have draw in Illustrator. So that's why also good that we have already mock-up. If the percentage is not aligned, so you can simply do like that. Now we have everything aligned. You can delete the Illustrator layer here, so I can delete it. So now we are set up. So after that, to count is there's many way, but I will show you the easiest way. So select your 100 text layer, and then after that go to Effect menu, and then go to Expression Control, and then add the slider control to layer. So just click it. So that will be adding slider control effects to your layer, and then after that open your text layer here, and then go to text, and then source text, select it. Okay, after you have added the slider expression, the effects, so what you need to do is go back to your text layer here. So you do nothing, just open your text source here. So and then in text source, source text, so what we have is this pigwig. So you just link your pigwig to your slider control, just like that, click and drag. So when you have this highlighted slider, you release your mouse, and then you will see one expression is added. So how you can define it? So here we have added one more arrow, you open it. So now we have added the expression here. So it means that whatever slider control move, that will be linking to our, just now I key in 100%, but now you see that if I increase the slider control, now my counting is already started, but there is no animation is involved. So what the other thing what I need to do is I have to start animation. So you will start with the 0, of course I will key in 0 here, and then you press on the slider stopwatch. So you click it, and then you now edit your the stopwatch here. So after that you can go to 1 second or whatever, and then after you can key in 100. So that will be 0 to 100. We have keyframe. If you play it back, what you will see is that now when you play it back, actually I key in only 0 and this 100, but there's a 1 decimal and all the points involved. So how to solve the problem is you go back to your the expression. So what you can do is go back to your expression is you can press EE, so that will be open your expression. So in the expression, to solve the problem of decimal, so you just key in math.round, so that will be MATH, but make sure you type it with the exactly the same math. After that, dot R will be small letter, so you end the math.round. Even we have pop-up, so you can use that. So after that, you all the string at the back, just cut it and then put in between of the open and close parentheses. So that will be keeping all the string inside expression. After that, you need the closing parentheses because you can count it here. So we have opening, but also starting opening, we have closing, opening and closing. We need one more closing parenthesis, so that will be just like that. If you complete the expression like that, you click away anywhere. So when you done, now if you play it back, you won't see the decimal here. So now that is how the math.round expression is helping to solve the problem. So that easy to do that as well. So now we have the counting things. So that's why I told you we're not counting the percentage. So you can see that now we have this counting really nice. But the counting is from 0 to 100 also need to be linked to our this circle loading thing. So this graphic, so that what it's very simple. You just need to be align the keyframe here. So if you the text, your keyframe move to the 2 second, of course you need to move the second loading keyframe also to the 2 seconds, so that when we play it back, it will be ending to 100. So that will be easier for us. So now we have it. If you want it, you can add the easy ease, so that will be like F9. So add the easy ease. So now we have the loading and the counting thing. So we have done the background as well. So let me look it back. If you play it back, now we have background and then loading, everything is done. So okay, so the next step will be adding the a flash blue screen. So to do that, I will even I can shut it off everything, because that will be we don't need it, this one. So how I will do is on the flash thing, I want the blue screen to flash it up. So to do that, same thing, I will be using the alphabet, the idea, so the concept. So what I need to do is I will open it back, everything again. So just like that. If we have this, the blue screen will be later, so that will be here. So we need to trim our layer. So we have this loading, and then after that, the loading and 100% should not be appearing. So because if you go your timeline still appearing, so we need to cut the layer. So select all the top layer here, just like that. You select it. After that, press Command-Shift-D. So that will be cutting from where indicator is, the layer are cut off. So you can delete that, you don't want it, so you can press delete. So now we have the loading and then the white screen. After that, we need the blue screen to come up. So open your blue screen here. So now we have it. This is a blue screen. Even I can bring it up so that easier for us. So let's bring it up, and then the white screen will be here, but the blue screen appears using the trademark. So what I will do is go to your the shape tool here, use the ellipse tool. So and then you can click and drag one ellipse, just like that. But you don't have to select any layer. Please make sure you are not selecting any layer. Simply click away. You can click and drag the circle here, just like that. So after that, make sure you want it center. Just go to alignment and then make it to center. And then also the keyframe need to be center. What you can do is Command Control click that on this tool. So after that, same idea. I will animate this thing from the the 0 to 100%, like a small circle to the big one. So that will be the masking to our blue. So that how to do is go to your this scale and then press S key, and then you will start with 0, so that will be nothing. So after that you will come up like on 2 seconds with the 100% or bigger one, so that will be big enough covering all the iPhone layer. Now we have stroke and fill. Actually we don't need stroke and fill, so what I can do is go back to your shape layer here. So we have this shape here, so that will be, we don't need the stroke, so I will simply close the stroke layer, and then after that, so now we have this animation started. So that is a masking animation. So now we have it. So simply you can bring it to the top of this blue screen area. So go to the top of blue screen. So after that, what you will do is use same method. Go to trackmap and then use the alphabet. So that will be when we play back, when the top layer is have the animation, so that now we are seeing this thing. But that will should not start before the loading, the counting down thing. So after the countdown, and then we will have this blue screen to flash. So now we will start from here. So just like that, you can align, just move your layer like that, and then after that we play back. Now we see that one. So but on camera frame we need to extend, because we need the camera frame all the way to the end. So that will be, I will be increasing all my camera frame here just like that. So let me play back. So we have it loading. After that, blue screen flash. But if that is too slow, same thing, you can go back to your keyframe and then squeeze it a little bit, so that will be much faster. So if you like it, or we can put it easy ease. So press F9, and then if not, even what you can do is you can play back with, let's see it, if that is too slow also you can squeeze it a little bit, so that will be just like that. So that is how easy to do. Now we have the blue screen flash also. Now we have it after countdown, we have a blue screen just like that. So after that, the last one is adding the photo into your this screen, the blue screen loading. Sorry, after that we have this one more bubble loading. So to do that, I will open it all the bubble here. So when you open it up, we have this bubble, but this is on the bottom of the layer. So you bring it up top of the blue screen. So we have it like that. So this bubble also should be after the blue screen flash. So that will be appearing our bubble here. So start from here, so that you place the bubble layer at the after the flash screen is done. So just like that. So when the bubble come, we want to like loading some like up and down thing. So just now I show you. So to do that, you start with any layer. I will start from the the right one. So the right one, what we will do is go to position keyframe, press P. So that will be position keyframe appear, and then you can take start the keyframe here. So after that, you can simply move your Y value here. So that will be increasing your Y value to the top. Make sure you start from the 540. So you bring it up, maybe adding, even we can key in like we start from 540, and then we want to add plus maybe whatever value. You can key in like what if we do the 40. So that will be, sorry, that will bring it down. It doesn't matter, we can bring it down. If you press it 40 here, or if not enough, you can plus maybe that will be 20 some more, so that will be 60. So that will be bring it down just like that. So if you bring down the thing to the bottom, 60 value, you can go increase your like a time indicator, move a little bit, and then you can you have to, now that you need to minus the 60, so that will be going back to normal. So that is minus 60 to the normal, and then after that some more again, what you need to do is a minus 60 again, 120. So that will be to the top. So now we have the animation is going from the bottom to top. But the loading should not be just one time. We need the going up and down. So I can simply do the like a key in like a value and adding the keyframe. But in After Effects we have this one more expression. So that will be loop expression. So that is a loop out. So to add the loop out expression, what you need to do is hold the option key on keyboard and then click on your stopwatch. So that will be adding your expression key. So now expression boxes appear. So you can simply type LOOP, loop out. So even if you're using the After Effects higher version, you can see that the loop out expression appear just like that. You take it and then inside the parentheses, what you need to type is loop out, and then make sure you add the code. After that, we add ping pong here, so that will be going up and down thing. So add the ping pong loop out expression. So after that, when you play back, what you will see is now the loading thing is moving up and down non-stop until the end of the composition. So that is how easy to do the animation in After Effects, so using the loop out expression. So now we have it. If too slow, it's the same thing. We can getting closer to our keyframe here. If you loop it back, so that will be if too fast. Even we can use the easy ease, so that will be easy ease here. So if you too slow or too fast, you can move it your keyframe here. So now we have it now loading things. If too fast, same thing, we can play back like that. So that will be up and down. So let me take a little time. It's already too long. So what time is it? So already in 34 minutes. So let me finish quickly. So that will be up and down. We have one right bubble. So I will go to the left one. So now I don't have to do again making the key in every value. Just simply you can copy the keyframe. So that will be copying all the expression and keyframe to our new layer. So simply click and drag, select it. After that, make sure you select the layer that you want to add. So that is at the left bubble. So you paste it. When you paste it, that already playing. Now you can see that the bubble are already start playing like that. So that is copying everything in After Effects. But the thing is that we don't want it just like a same direction. We want to should be the left and right should be opposite. So what I need to do is you select any of it at the top or anyone. So you selected the keyframe, right click, and then go to keyframe assistant, and then here we have a time reverse keyframe. So you click it, that will be reversing. So I don't have to do anything. Now you can see that start moving things and just like that. But the center bubble should move a little bit as well. So that what I will do is to the center, you can press P key. So it will be nicer if it moves a little bit. So let's say up and down thing. Let's say if it's going up and down just like that, should be moving a little bit of it so that it will be nicer. So what I will do is you can add the position keyframe here. So press P, and then I will add it like a position, and then move it a little bit to the top, so that it moves. So not too much. So that will be, you can move it to the top, or that will be minus maybe 10 pixel. So that will move a little bit only, and then after that it will be moving down. So same keyframe position here. So move it a little bit down here as well. So I will keep it when I have this 10. So it should be minus 20. So I press this minus 20 here, just like if too much, that will not nice. So you can see that now it moves. So it should be like when you press it F9. So that will be easy ease, and then you can copy the keyframe, the loop out keyframe, the expression here. So you can copy it, and then you can simply add the loop out expression here. So holding the option key, and then add the loop out expression, and then you click away. So after that we play it back. So now you can see that the loading is there, but the keyframe is not now starting, should be here, and then after that this should be going to the down, so that we are wrong direction. So what I need to do is on your keyframe you can key in, should be this one going down. So that will be a little bit down here, so it should not be at up. So what we have is to the 550. Let me take a look, just like that. So after that, now we have it this one, and not bad. So if you want it really exacting, you can play around, but I will leave it just like that. Now you can see that the bubble is loading here. So if I like it, now let me play back from the start. So there's a loading one more, blue screen, and then after that photo loading. So now we have done, so we like it. So after the photo, before the photo slide, we have this loading animation thing. After that, what I can do is on the 5 second, so I will cut it everything. So that means I will be selecting this layer. You press U key so that you have all the layers tag. So I don't need this bubble thing. So Command Shift D, that will be cutting from the indicator. So you delete it, you don't want. So now we have a photo slide in. So I have this my son photo. I use it, so I will use the same thing. So I mean, any photo you want, you can use it. I mean, whatever photo you want. So I keep it on the, my photo is sorry, I didn't prepare, so that will be on my drawer thing. So that is like this photo here. So 1 to 5, I will bring it up. So if you have any photo, just click and drag into your After Effects. So now we have the photos loaded. It's a I will not be like adding into this composition. I want to show you new like idea. So I will be taking one composition. So that will be new composition. You can name it like a photo slide. So photo slide, and then make sure that you use the same size. I mean, now we have 1080 in Illustrator, so I will use it that, and then I can press OK. So now we have new composition here. So just now I added all the photos, so you can click and drag into that composition. So now we have prepared all the photos are selected into our composition. You can press S key so that you can, I mean, make it smaller a little bit, because big enough to our iPhone screen, because that photo will be appearing in the iPhone screen. So I mean, we have this thing. Let me bring it a little bit down so that it will appear just like that. So now we have it. So if we have this photo, you like it, you can, I mean, now what we need to do is this slide should be playing one after another. So to do that, I will select all the layer and then make sure how long you want to, I mean, display for the slide photo. So I will keep it like maybe 2 seconds. So in 2 seconds, I will cut it everything off, Command Shift D, and then delete it. So now I have stacked all the layer. You don't have to manually, I mean, like stacking the layer just like that. We don't need it. Or I mean, I will show you one method that will be really easy for you if you have 100 photos. Just like that, you are like cutting on your duration 2 seconds, and then your layers are stacked like that. So after that, you can right click it on that layer. All the layer are selected, and then right click, go to your keyframe assistant. Here we have keyframe, and then we have this sequence layer. So use overlap, and then you can overlap whatever duration. I will keep it like 10 or what if I mean 10 frames overlap, and then you can add dissolve. That will be transition, automatic adding in After Effects. Click OK. So now we have, just now I mean I show you manually, you don't have to do it. Now we have done the photo stacking. I mean that After Effects, it does it like automatically. So now we have this photo slideshow. Now playing back everything. If you play back, I mean this photo is a little bit out of the frame, what you can do is go back to your layer, and then you can move, press position keyframe. You can move a little bit inside or down or up. I mean, you can move it just like that. So after you can play it back, you can see, make sure at the center of the iPhone. So you have this thing, and then this one, after that this one. If I mean, after you like it, what you can do is I mean, from the start, I mean, we need the transaction. So what we add is the same thing. Press U key, take your opacity keyframe and paste it at the front, so that we have a front also, but the other way around. So what I will do is move your transition should be from that. This is opacity. So we are starting 0, nothing, and then appearing it. After that, that will be transition. So if you want it a little bit like a gap, transition just like that. Now we have it. So that is a playback. So now we are setting up one composition for photo. So I will make sure that the work area should be at the end of our layer. So after that, right click and then trim comp to work area. So that photo composition is set up. I mean, go back to your photo app UI. So in this the composition, we can bring it our photo slide at the top of it. I mean, I will be click and drag at the top of just like that. When you let go, it will be exactly the starting point here. So now we have this one. So after that, if you play it back, I mean, now we are seeing the photo here. But actually, that should be inside of our photo. That's the same thing. I mean, I will use the trackmark for the blue screen. So the blue screens are here. We have this blue screen. So what I will do is duplicate it. You can duplicate the blue screen, and then now that layer should be at the top of it. I mean, so at the top of our composition, that photo slide. So go to top, just next to it, and then after that, your composition should be using the alpha matte. So make sure that just now the blue screen is an alpha matte. There should be no track matte, but the photo slide, you change to alpha matte. That will be like a mapping to our, I mean, the blue screen, the layer. So now we see back, now the photo slide are playing back just like that. If you adjust it back just now, I mean, you see that the layer is too big, you can go back to your layer. I think you can scale it, select everything, You can scale it everything a little bit. So you look it back. If you like it, now you see that, the composition is linked. You don't have to do much. Even you have 100 photos. Just now I show you sequence layer will be easier. And then if you play it back, now you can see automatic the slideshow is appearing. If you don't like the photo displays, go back to your composition. You can change your position, press P key. Make sure that you select only one layer. And then after that, you can move a little bit left and down, so that will be appearing your photo. Go back and you take a look. So you play it back. So that is how easy to set up the photo slide as well. So now that we have this photo, and then at the end this photo. So after that, now we have one more photo. If after that we want to stop the walk area here, so just like that, stop it. And then when we play it back, let's take a look from the beginning. You press tilt key, that will be a big screen will appear, and then you can press 0 or space key. So when we play back, now we are playing the blue screen and loading, and then after that the photos are automatically playing back. So that is how I will do the app animation in After Effects, guys. The tutorial is already too long. I will stop the tutorial right here. If you like the tutorial, or if you learn something, please make sure to subscribe to our Creative Learner YouTube channel, and also follow us on Facebook page as well, so that you will be notified when we upload a new tutorial. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in next tutorial.